Alrighty, time for Chumley going up against Mako. This is Chum's second last match of Battle City. And if he can get the win against Mako, he will have the chance to go undefeated. Mako's a tough opponent though. He's no pushover, that's for sure. Trance, the Magic Swordsman. 2600 and 200 defense. Okay. Chum has got an all-monster hand, but there's some decent monsters in there. He has got a Des Koala to start off with as well. Alright, what's Mako got for first turn here? So Chum's gone with his Des Koala. It's an 1800 defense, which isn't too bad. It's, oh, Rika. Nice dolphin jumping out. And Fortress Whale's Oath. Wow. I don't think I've ever actually seen Mako summon that. In every Battle City match he's played, I don't think I've ever actually seen him summon that Fortress Whale. Well, there it is. It's 2850, which is massive points to start off with here. It's an extra 500 buffer from Rika. It's just a shame that dolphin isn't a whale. You can see it be almost like Fortress Whale is on the field. Oh, that's a shocker for Mako. Chumley has just drawn a Monster Reborn, so he's going to be able to pull back Des Koala. He's going to be able to use Sea Koala's effect. Oh, that is an absolute shocker for Mako. Okay. Well, Sea Koala chilling in the waves of Rika now. Will pull Fortress Whale to 0. Oh, that's a shocker. I mean, Chumley, with an absolute destiny draw, has just taken out 2,850 points of attack, just like that, and now Mako's got 1 card in hand. He'll have 2 from a draw, but he's threw away his whole hand getting that Fortress Whale to the field. 2 face downs. Well, this one might not last much longer. Moon Wolfie says, the Destiny board gives the opponents 5 turns to win or draw a spell trap to get it off the field when drawn early. Final Countdown gives 20 turns to win or lose. Dark Door Ectoplasma can also make duels difficult, but it looks like Chum got over Tricky Bakura in the end. Once again, Chum got the win over someone I thought would beat him. Is Arcana going to be the one to give Chum his loss? Or is it going to be Mako? Well, with the way Mako's going, it's probably going to have to come down to Arcana. Drawing Koala, and Master of Oz on first turns is hilariously unfair for sure. So is drawing Monster Reborn, so you can have a small koala defeat a... how much do whales weigh? Probably like 3 tons, 3 or 4 tons? I'm going to Google that. How much do whales weigh? When it says Fortress Whale's also got a fortress on it, so it will also be heavier. So, how much do whales weigh? This, you know how like you type in Google and like before you finish typing, it says like it has a bunch of recommendations of what you want to Google. I kid you not, the first one was how much do whales weigh. The second one was how much do whales ejaculate. That was what the second recommended search came up with. Whales vary greatly in size. The largest, a blue whale. We'll go with that for Fortress Whale, blue whale. Potentially weighing up to 200 tons or 30 elephants. Other whale species like the humpback can weigh around 40 tons. Damn. Big boy. So if you include a fortress on that, how much does a fortress weigh? I don't know, another few tons, so lots. So Chumley got the first win. Mako, oh man. Oh, that's not a great draw for Chum. I mean, he's got 2 polymerizations. If he draws Sea Koala, you could have Koala come back up here. You know what I want? I want a Yu-Gi-Oh game like this, but I want it for the Pokemon trading card game. Like, unless you go back like many years, like there were a couple released in the Game Boy Color, but I want a game like this, but for the Pokemon trading card game. I don't know if we'll ever get it either. Because I would love to do series like this, based on the Pokemon trading card game, unless anyone knows a website where I can like simulate it. Where I can simulate the Pokemon trading card game and have access to all the cards. That'd be cool. Because I like to play the original base set and the original fossil sets. Alright, Scapegoat. So, Chumley, again, amazing draw, has pulled Scapegoat. He can play Tree Otter now and destroy that Cura Mermaid as well. Oh, actually no, because Tree Otter won't be able to be summoned, will it? Because of Scapegoat. Tree Otter could only be set. Kodos Kopos says, I thought the lottery was another industry being killed by millennials. It probably is. I only buy a ticket if it's like a massive jackpot draw. But most millennials probably don't have the money to spend on lottery tickets. It's probably either eat or have a 1 in 71 chance of eating if you win the lowest division. Gagging for Lit says, such a good match. Chumley's deck is very fun to watch. That was for the Chum and Bakura duel as well. And Bradman 1978 says, I've not watched wrestling in a few years. Around when Enzo was let go, I only had 4 to 6 matches repeating over and over. Kind of silly to remove WCW shows just because of that one wrestler. But you are erasing a chunk of other wrestlers' careers. And then says, don't read the next part out loud. Which, yeah, okay. I mean, I agree as well. I mean, obviously, we all know the wrestler that we're talking about being Benoit. Oh, Torrential Tribute. There go all the Scapegoat tokens. And also Tree Otter. But it's mostly the same discussion. When you take that many shots to the head throughout a career, you're absolutely going to have brain damage. But still. Oh, Lemuria the Forgotten City, my favorite field spell card. But I mean, we can... It's just like so much of wrestling history has him in it. So like, not having events available to watch in like Classics catalog is like, you're going to be removing so much history off of wrestling. So I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, it's nice that we do get some back catalog, but I mean, Binge had the whole lot. When it moved to Netflix and Binge lost it, I was like, yes, Netflix, because I thought Netflix was going to have like the entire back catalogue like Binge did. However, it does not. Binge was pretty much WWE Network, just a lot less user-friendly. Man, I want the WWE Network back so bad. Like that, the WWE Network, like when you go onto WWE.com and you go into the network, it was perfect. It was utterly, not even questionably perfect. Everything was dated, everything was chronological, everything was complete. It was perfect. And oh, how I wish I took more advantage of it while we had it. I thought it was going to be there forever. It was not. Alejandro Fernandez says, this was surprisingly entertaining. Raphael really zoned in on Vampire Lord's weakness and used it to his advantage. Unexpected to say the least. That was for Kyber and Raphael's match as well. We saw an absolute doozy with Pegasus and Taya just before this one. Kangaroo Champ attacks the Flying Fish. And Mako is running out of options here. He's just lost Mother Grizzly again. Although that's a bit of a risk from Chum because he hasn't got a lot of strength on the field. And he does have that Beast Soul Swap that he placed. All right. Oh, Mermaid Knight. If Mako draws Umi, he's going to be in for a card that can be called Umi while it's on the field. And oh, Legendary Fisherman. So we're seeing Legendary Fisherman and Fortress Whale in the same video. I think that's a first. Midnight DB says Unfriendly Amazon's OCG name is Ally Killing Lady Knight. That's why she is not an Amazon S card. Ally Killing Lady Knight. Well, she does. She needs a tribute from the field. And Midnight DB also said, doesn't this game have Pot of Extravagance? That would be a better Pot of Greed replacement than Shard of Greed for most characters. Pot of Extravagance. It is definitely on this. I've seen that card before. I'll have to read that card's. I can't remember exactly what Pot of Extravagance does, but I know it's definitely on this game. Sax Pack Ab says, see if Raphael can beat Chumley. Chumley should beat Raphael. However, that could be an interesting match as well. Your opponent change would have been the order of the cards on one of the decks. To the battle phase, and oh, he's gone after Kangaroo Champ. It's a bit of a risk. It'll put him down to 50 points in the difference between his attack and defense for Legendary Fisherman, but Mako's got no other cards in his hand. He has to go for it. He may get away with it here. There's Sea Koala. He's got Des Wombat. He's got Sea Koala. He sets Sea Koala down. And 1600 defense. Great White, 1600. 1850 now as well, so there we go, Sea Koala. Mako might be able to get back into this one. As long as Chumley doesn't Destiny draw again, we should be getting a third match. Alright, Chum draws. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You have actually got to be kidding me. He's drawn Ayers Rock Sunrise. He can pull back Tree Otter. And it's also going to pull Mako's monsters down by 400. No, 600. Oh, okay, so that's going to get rid of both of Mako's monsters, and he's still got a fair few life points available, but he's got no cards in hand. The card of Sanctity would be awesome right now if you were Mako. And no, Mako goes straight to the end phase. There's another Des Wombat. Oh, Mako. It looks like he's going to lose. Alright, 22, 16 and 16 is 32, is 5,400. So Mako is going to have 1,350 life points. He's got one card in hand. He didn't do anything with it, so let's assume it's a dud. Well, this is... looks like it's going to come down to Arcana. Can Mako do anything with his last card? Return of the Doomed. Okay, so it was Legendary Fisherman number 2 or 3, whichever one it was. And Mako has nothing on the field. He's got nothing in his hand, and there's a third Des Wombat. Well, Mako couldn't do it. In fact, he's lost 2-0. Chumley is 15-0. There is only one match left. And it is literally, I get the feeling I might have been writing Chumley's score wrong at the end of his videos. Anyway, 15-0 Chumley, and it is all down to Arcana. If Arcana can't beat him, Chumley will be undefeated. Well, as always, thanks everyone for leaving the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.